Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here, and I need to get my load of laundry out of the machine and put another one in, but we will not do that right now, we'll do it later, right here on Syphon Filter 2. In the last episode, we were stealthing around the Mackenzie Air Force Base looking for, what the fuck's their names again? Holman and Morgan, I think it was? Holman's the guy that we met up with in the end of that hallway last episode after, you know, she runs up behind him, pistol whips him in the back of the head, and then shoots him in the leg after giving him the whole what for, and then feeding him a plutonium-laced brownie, turning him into the monster from Cloverfield. God damn it. Okay, this guy's a pain in the ass because he's a guy that, like, you don't have to tase him. You can totally stealth right by him, and everything will be fine. But you have to do it fast enough. I gotta go faster. But yeah, so that's what happened. By the way, we did not feed him a plutonium-laced brownie that turned him into the Cloverfield monster, but how awesome of a twist would that be for this game? I thinks it would be pretty tight. But that's besides the point. It's not gonna work. Oh, how did that guy not look up? Oh, okay, yeah, he did. I was gonna say, there's no way that guy's not gonna look up. But then again, we've seen more egregiously stupid things happen in this game. We've already been, like, standing directly in front of people while they're having a meeting out here, and none of them seem to notice. But now, all of a sudden, they put their thinking goggles on. Now, all of a sudden, they want to be the attentive father in this relationship. That's okay. We're gonna walk up right behind him right now, and we're gonna get him before he even has a chance. So, haha! Okay, so this part is such a pain in the ass. I hate it with just a seething passion. But if we can get by it, it's going to enact probably one of my favorite parts of this whole game. It's so stupid, but it's great at the same time. So I'm hoping that we pull it off. Preferably on the first try, but, you know, my fortune never seems to work out that way. We also need to go back over here, I think. I think there's something that we got to go onto this side in order to deal with it. We got to make sure that the dude that's patrolling out here doesn't see us. Okay, you know what? We can actually totally do it this way. It's fine. Realistically, this is probably the way that you should do it. And you just kind of do... Okay, alright, alright. Alright, fine, fine, fine. Okay, if we can just get over to this truck, we're good. Ah! Awesome. Get a load of this. It's so awesome.
Look out. Come on, let's go.
What in the hell was in the back of that truck that would have made it explode by just driving straight back for a second? I don't understand it. Did they just have, like, nuclear payload in there, or what? Or just, like, a truck full of C4? Like, what the hell are they just holding in there? And, like, why, and they just didn't decide to look any other direction. They're just like, hey, this truck's driving backwards for no particular reason at all.
No, sir.
We'll just go check
Agent
that
Holman
out
has not
instead.
checked in yet. The F-22 has been cleared for takeoff, priority 1. Personnel have not seen it leave the hangar yet. I'll find out, sir. Hey, Sarge, these feds are getting pretty antsy out here. One of them is cleared for takeoff. Hold on. Agent Falcon, your chopper is cleared for immediate departure. The F-22 has not cleared its hangar yet. If your other agent is at the airstrip, you can fly directly there and pick him up. Copy? Out.
I'm so glad you got that transmission off. You would think with how loud that taser is, with how loud that thing is when you actually get a guy with that, like how nobody else in the room is going to hear that. Like, with that thing going all... You know, how would a guy that's like 15 feet away, how would he not totally hear that? There it is.
All right. I've got a transponder frequency of the downed plane.
Now all you need is that ride.
I think the agency's provided for me on that one. Falcon's chopper is cleared for
Oh,
takeoff.
Falcon, not
If
Morgan.
I stop
Okay.
him, I can take the chopper and no one's the wiser.
Nice plan. Good luck.
Boy, Leon, your face is looking a little choppy there, babe. I think you need to take a nap. I think after all this is said and done, I think you need to take a breather for a couple hours, because you're looking a little rough in the face there. But, I mean, you know, you gotta get injected with a, against your will, by the way. Yeah, you get injected with probably the most deadly virus in the history of the world.
All
I
right,
think everybody's
I'm
gonna be
through
looking a
waiting.
little rough then.
You stay here. When Agent Holman arrives, tell him to contact me directly and I'll give him further instructions.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you please lead me to the chopper because I'm wearing sunglasses and I can't see shit out here. Like a moron. And he's just... Why is he walking so slowly? Like, if I were me, I'd be like, dude, a chopper, I'm totally gonna go get into that thing. I'd be like on a dead sprint off to that. But that's not the point. The point is that we're gonna go take control of this damn thing.
Teresa,
Because apparently nobody
I've got a
else is
ride
there.
and clearance all the way to the crash site.
GSAT's reporting a huge fire, probably caused by the crash, but who knows? Thick smoke is shutting down all flights into the area, so be careful.
Well, considering what those guys could have been breathing, a little smoke won't hurt them. Patch me through to Gabe and wish me luck.
You got it.
I love that the only line of defense that that chopper had was that one guard standing outside. Like, there wasn't anybody else out there besides just one guard, and when that thing took off, there was, like, no other anything else going on there. They're just like, alright, see you later! Don't forget to bring me back something French! It's funny. The agency, man. Really bringing in that top-notch blue-chip talent. I'm telling you. Oh, yes, this whole thing. So yeah, remember when Gabe flew off of that thing?
Have you taken care of Logan? Not yet. We're working on it. He's proving troublesome. I want him finished, even if you have to blow up the whole state to do it. We're on it. Out.
I don't know if you're going to want to blow up the whole state there. I think people might start to get catch a little wind of what's going on there. But, yeah, magically, Gabe Logan flying off the top of a bridge landed on top of that train and didn't turn into fucking pancakes out of that. But hey, you know, he's the man. He is totally... he may be the T-1000. I'm just saying. I've never seen him and the T-1000 in the same room, so I'm thinking, you know, one thing's got to lead to another. So here we go. United Pacific Train 101 on September 8th, 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's not even light out yet. You've escaped another missile attack from Archer by jumping onto a westbound United Pacific freight train from a height that's completely impossible for you to live. It will bring you within 5 miles of the downed C-130. You must reach the engine and prepare to stop the train as it approaches the crash site. Archer is using his Black Hawk UH-60 to deploy an Agency RET, which is a Retrieval and Elimination Team. He will destroy the train rather than let you get off the mountain alive. Eliminate any operatives that get in your way.
Gabe, are you there?
Leon, you okay? It's about time you checked in.
I've been better. My adrenaline shot is wearing off, but I've got enough strength to come and get you.
All right. I'm almost at the crash site now. Once we have those data disks, we can bargain with the agency for your vaccine.
I'm on the way.
All right, so here we go. We are on the back of a burning train, and now we just get to totally slaughter anyone that they throw in front of us. And somehow none of these guys break their legs in that. Not a single one of them. I swear, man. These guys, they have like you know, bones and joints made out of like some sort of crazy composite material that is completely impervious to collapsing and taking damage. It is ridiculous. However, then you can totally just kill a guy by shooting him in the foot. There's all sorts of things. I tell you, they don't match up. But I'm gonna roll with it because it's what I'm supposed to do. Alright, well, I'll see you later. Let those guys handle it their own way. I love these guys go for like the most theatrical sort of, you know, entry that they can possibly muster. And it's like totally jump over the wall, just what's up, bitch? But you know, it's all good. So, by the way, totally read something, or I watched a video on YouTube. It was really a little more informative than I had anticipated. But it was a video, and they were talking about like inappropriate like things they snuck into cartoons that for the most part went totally unnoticed by a lot of people. And so I was just kind of checking them out, and like the things they were talking about, I was like, I totally remember some of these, and like I get it. Like when I was a kid, I totally never even thought about it, but it was like heavily adult oriented. And like the one that I think of the most, I think, was probably the episode of SpongeBob where Gary takes a bath, and they totally like really intelligently slid a prison rape reference in there. He totally makes a don't drop the soap type of thing. Like he oh shit. Give me throwing grenades on a train, man! You're trying to derail the whole thing? God, these guys are idiots, I swear. You can't just be haphazardly throwing those things, man. He's just like, fuck it, man, I'm throwing the Big Bang. My favorite show is The Big Bang Theory, so naturally I'm gonna like things that go all pop explodey. But yeah, so they, you know, if you don't know the episode, I'll run down a little bit of the details for you as we go into the dark here and shoot at random, you know, green glowy polygons here. But yeah, so SpongeBob's trying to give Gary a bath, and he tries to coerce him into getting into the tub by disguising the path to the bathroom as like a treasure hunt, you know, looking for pirate treasure. He tries to disguise bars of soap as gold doubloons, and so he tries to play it off like, oh, bars of soap are treasure and whatever the fuck. Oh, look at this. Part always makes me laugh. No, you idiot! Ah, you fucking moron! How did they hire you for this job? Seriously though, that was like the fourth guy that threw one of those at me. So obviously, I mean, that was like part of the briefing. They're like, hey, if you see Gabe Logan, shoot at him. But if you totally don't want to shoot at him, well, then you can totally just fucking throw a grenade at him. I mean, why not?
But we still have agents on the train. They're expendable. I don't want Logan to get off this mountain, and we've got to get to that crash site now. Blow it!
I don't care if these people have families. I never had a family of my own, so why should anybody else have one? Nice clean explosion, though, I gotta say. Okay, so back to the Pacific Train 101. It is now 6:15 in the morning, so all this stuff happened in a very short window of time. An oil tanker has been destroyed by an agency commando's grenade because he's a fucking idiot, splitting the train in two. You managed to jump clear of the explosion, but now you're facing worse news. The Phillies lost. Archer has blown out a rail bridge 10 miles ahead of the train's current location. If you haven't got much time, you've got to reach the engine and stop the train before it reaches the gorge. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at a pretty shitty Christmas. So, we got to get moving, and we got to get moving fast. Now, this thing is effectively shorter, and we have a time limit now. But yeah, so, yeah, he totally gives him a little, like, don't drop the soap reference. Totally funny, though. And I didn't even notice it until they really made mention. I was like, that totally is a prison rape joke. That's kind of messed up, but brilliant, in a sense. But, oh, jeez. Okay, dude, you can't just... Who teaches these people how to shoot? I mean, the guy ran right in front of me and just stood point blank and started gunning away. With an assault rifle, I mean, in regular conventional wisdom, that would have absolutely ripped my head in half. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, this... Dude, come on! Stop it with the grenades! Seriously, it's getting a little out of hand. Oh, of course he's wearing a flak jacket. Why wouldn't he be? Who doesn't wear flak jackets while they're standing out in the open throwing grenades around like it's nothing? And he's totally gone. That's fantastic. But yeah, another one was from Animaniacs, and I need to go back and watch that show because I really don't remember the show very well, but I do remember there being like a lot of adult humor in it. And one of the sketches was they were like detectives, and they were you know doing some, they were you know trying to search a lead, and Wacko tells Dottie, he's like, you should start searching for Prince, and so she it like goes over to her, and she actually like grabs, you know, Prince, you know, bless his dearly departed soul, but she finds Prince, and he's like no, you're like, no, I told you to get fingerprints or something like that, and she mistook him saying, you know, you need to fingerprints, as in like, you know, putting your thumb all up in his asshole or whatever. And that was another one that, like, apparently even the creators of the show didn't really get it. Tag, you're it! Oh, come on. Oh, come on! How did that other guy get away, dude? I teed off on that guy's back. There we go. Well, see you later. You're gonna get crushed. He's gonna get turned into a manwich. And that, my friends, is how manwich sloppy joes are made. By shooting men on the running on the back of a, you know, split in half burning freight train, and then they get crushed by the weight of the train, and the remains are smashed up into you know, mincemeat and delightfully stuffed into a can to be sold in grocery store shelves. That is the story of how Manwich was born. Oh boy, we're running out of ammo here. But yeah, dude, that was another one that was pretty funny. And they had one like the cartoon Cow and Chicken, where there was they totally made like carpet munching references, and there was one even from like the movie Frozen, the freaking, you know, one of the most popular movies of all time, animated wise, totally had a reference to like the length of penises in there, and like all sorts of stuff that it's like, you know, the kids aren't gonna notice it because it was like the guy was sitting there talking to a girl, asking her about this guy that she used to be married to, and
Leon, I made it to the engine, but this train isn't gonna stop in time.
no, it's definitely not. This thing is still motoring.
I'm in position now. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Get a load of this. This part is so funny to me. Gotta give her credit that she can keep this thing steady right there. Dude, how funny would it be if he dives off this train and just goes through and through the helicopter? And just like, he's just like, here we go! Ah! And just goes like directly all the way through that thing without landing in it and just falls all the way down and dies. I've always thought that ever since the very beginning. And man, it makes me laugh every single time. Obviously, that would be like a really funny outtake, but obviously they didn't do it. What have we now? I forget.
The transport crashed into this box canyon, but I'm not going to be able to get this bird in there.
Gabe, Leon, I've intercepted a radio message from Archer. Let me patch it in.
What's the ETA on the drop? I need those men now. There won't be a drop. Choppers can't get in until the fire dies down. I've sent in our best squad via the highway to the south. They should be there by now. There's been a security breach at the base. Singh has escaped. Be advised that she may also be en route to your locale. Go to coded channel 641. Copy.
Archer's bringing in his elite hit squad.
Climb to 4,000 feet. They're gonna be expecting me to come in from the north, where the tracks cut into the canyon. But I've got a better idea.
You're gonna jump?
I'm getting good at it. I'll parachute through the smoke right on top of them. It's the one thing they won't expect.
Leon, Doppler
Of course
shows
not.
clearing in the smoke.
Yet again,
South.
why not go into this situation
Okay.
totally by myself with
As soon
no
as you
help at
clear
all?
it, I'll head there and wait.
Into
Good.
a fucking
I'll be there as
war
soon as I
zone.
get the discs.
Gabe, those are likely Archer's best men down there. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Right.
Yeah, likely his best men, as he said it was his best men. But yeah, dude, in the thing they totally I love this theme, by the way. Yeah, totally one of my favorite themes of the whole game. But yeah, he's like totally sitting there talking to this lady about a guy that she used to be married to, and he's like talking about like his eyes and this and that and the other, and he totally makes like how big were his feet, and she's like size doesn't matter, and he just kind of like scoffs at it. So he was like totally making a reference, you know, the whole, whoa, the size of your feet's this like the size of your dick or whatever. And, you know, it's like one of those, oh, size doesn't matter, so implying, oh, well, you know, it's not about the freaking size of the whatever, but the motion in the ocean bullshit, you know? So, my friends, when we come, we're gonna stop right here. When we come, no, we're not doing any of that shit, because that's weird. But when we come back, I don't know what's going on anymore. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Syphon Filter 2, we are going to check out the C-130 wreckage site. This is a level that could give me some potential issues, and I'll explain it to you when we get to that point, because there's one spot in this level that is such a pain in the ass, but we'll deal with that next time. So until then, my friends, this is your host, Lovely Cheese Pizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time, as I have to go do some laundry. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.